My guides gave me an urgent message for New Zealand while I was doing the 18th February Ring of Fire solar eclipse that is going to be hitting the southern hemisphere. And in that reading, if you remember, there was the Tower card in reverse, the Three of Swords in reverse, the Hanged Man, and the Empress in reverse. And I said I was going to do a reading, but as I was doing that reading, the message was coming through from my guides. So let's have a look here at this tower. And this is a message for New Zealand. This tower is upside down. In politics, this means a crisis is being suppressed, but the foundations are already gone. What we are seeing here is a parliament right now with no structures held, but it's only held by shadows. This tower in reverse also suggests that there's a big crash going to happen that everybody expected in the 2026 transition, but it hasn't fully hit yet. The surface is still not exposed, and the reason for this is because it's being managed behind closed doors. But I think spiritually we can say that the earthquake has already happened. And if we look at it, the old way of governing in New Zealand is hollow. They are trying to avoid the inevitable. But this eclipse in Aquarius won't let them hide the cracks much longer. But there's also been heartbreak. And the heartbreak is beginning to mend. The Three of Swords in reverse here is showing up in the national conversation. The deep political divisions and the us versus them rhetoric. The words that are flying around. And things are starting to lose their sting. We're currently living in trauma-informed politics. We've been through years of sharp words and divided Whenua, whānau, family. This card in reverse to me, it's telling me that the arrows are slowly but surely being pulled out. People are tired of the fighting. They are looking for a collective healing. And the politicians who continue to use divide and rule tactics will find that the audience has simply walked away. So if political parties are watching, please note I'm just pointing at a color. That is the party that is trying to help with the healing, I think. Not political, it's just what I see in the cards. And people are starting to walk away from the rhetoric. People are starting to walk away from being out in the cold. They're walking away from these illusions. They are trying to walk away from nightmares. And they're trying to work on something better. Because they know there could be hope and healing coming, and that there might be judgment coming. But this Hanged Man that was underlying here, and this is the energy that I'm feeling here in New Zealand. We are actually in a state of inertia, in a state of wait and see. This is going to be the pause before the fire horse runs. No laws are moving. and no progress is felt. And everything is being seen from a new perspective. This card was an underlying energy of that entire deck of the previous reading. As a nation, we suspended. We are spiritually in limbo. And where old politics don't work, and where new ones haven't arrived yet. And this is a call for us to look at our treaties and our laws through a different lens, almost a spiritual lens, a southern lens, and not just a legal one. The sacrifice of businesses as usual. The sacrifice of business as usual is needed here, because too many small businesses and too many people have been sacrificed. And this Empress here, this Empress is a warning for leadership. There's a lack of nurturing, a lack of empathy and sympathy for the land and for the people. And if you're from New Zealand, you'll know exactly what we're talking about. And if you're not from New Zealand, it is currently certain climate change laws and protections that are trying to be reversed and rolled back. This mother energy of the nation is being blocked. And it has been replaced by cold bureaucracy and empty promises. When this Empress in reverse in political readings, it speaks to a disconnect from the whānau, from the Whenua, the land. Decisions are being made that don't consider long-term impacts, long-term fertility of the country, long-term growth of a country. It's a warning that if the leadership doesn't return to a place of genuine care and abundance for people, they will face a total loss of authority by the next cycle. And that goes across the board. It goes across the board, across the aisle. Politicians need to start nurturing and building for the next generation. Not cut school lunches. Not try and privatize the medical industry. This is what this is telling me. Nurture the future generations. Bring them out of poverty. Because poverty breeds poverty. And a country cannot be sustained with an ongoing of just the top 1%. Remember, worker bees is what makes the colony survive. With the solar eclipse hitting our 28 degrees Aquarius point, New Zealand is facing a truth and a reconciliation moment. The cards show that the secrets kept in the beehive are about to be aired out into the light of this ring of fire. And if we're combining this with the Tower in reverse here and the Three of Swords in reverse, we see a slow motion collapse followed by a massive opportunity for a new kind of leadership to emerge. That one that isn't based on trauma, but on grounded stability of the Queen of Pentacles. We need to turn this Empress upright. This is the Maori warrior energy. And it almost wants to relate to the Page of Swords. has just come to mind. And that Page of Swords is the one who will eventually break the Hangman's stalemate. Stop looking to the beehive for your peace. The great reset of this eclipse on the 17th/18th of February is about your personal mana, your personal strength. While this Tower is in reverse and the Empress struggles, you should build your own sovereignty. And the spiritual awakening in New Zealand isn't going to come from just a vote. It's going to come from sovereign independence. Focus on your garden, your whānau, your local community. Let the old structures lean. You are standing straight. You have got hope and healing. Politics in Aotearoa is at a standstill, but the spiritual tide is coming in fast. This hanged man is about to flip. Thank you very much for joining me on this deep dive into our New Zealand Aotearoa national energy. And I'll be following and seeing what's going to go on moving forward. And every now and then we will do an update. I think we need to do an update after the 28th of May when the budget is being read. And then we will see where the energies go from there. I'll let it settle for a couple of days. And just get all the energies out there from everybody across the board. And then we will see where it goes from there. And let's just quickly have a look. The cards have got one more thing to say for us. One more thing. From the bottom. I'm laughing again. We've got the power to break the chains. We can get out of the old structure that is controlling us. We can slip the chains of the old off and move forward. King of Wands. Looking towards the future with fire in their belly and the horse of the year. This is a fire sign, and if you look at the sleeves here, yellow reminds me of the ring of fire solar eclipse that we're going to see. There is strength within us as a people. Thank you for watching, my friends. Until I speak to you soon, you all have a lovely long Waitangi weekend here in New Zealand, and may you be blessed, be safe, and let the angels be with you.